Hello, guys. This is Tips and Gist. If today's your first time, please subscribe to this very channel because I have lots of information for you guys. Today, we are going to talk about how to prepare a standard CV or a resume. We are going to look at the difference between a resume and a CV. We are challenge. We are trying to. We are focusing on Canada for today. Okay, we are focusing on Canada for today, but whatever I'm going to teach you today, you can just use it for US and UK because a standard CV for US or a standard CV for UK is similar to that of Canada. Okay, although it will not reach 100%, but at least 80%. All those here, I welcome you all. I welcome you guys. And Portia Becca says we are here. Fatima is here. Ose is here. Okay, I can see you guys. All right. So today we are going to look at the difference between a CV and a resume. A CV and a resume. We are going to look at the steps and the things involved. Okay. Everything that you need on your CV. So that I know that most of you are having your CVs already. Probably they are Ghana standard. They are not meeting the standard of Canada. I'm focusing Canada, but you can use for UK and US. But however, if you are preparing for a UK, beware of the English. You know, we have British English and we have American English. Canadians do use American English. Okay. They do use American English. So if you are preparing a UK CV, then you have to look at the spellings. That is the only difference. Other than that, they are almost the same. And some of the countries do say CV, especially the European countries. They say CV. So if you're going to Germany, Spain, UK, Italy, all the countries in Europe, they do say SCV, and the countries in America, America as a continent, talking about USA, talking about Canada, and other countries in America, they also say a resume. So we are going to look at the difference. However, according to scholars, there's a slight difference between the resume and the CV. So fast forward, I'll be taking you through why is this thing not showing? All right, it's showing now. I'll be taking you through my laptop. As you can see the PowerPoint. So we will be discussing what a CV is. We will be discussing what a CV is. All right. So a Canada standard CV or a resume. Canada standard CV or resume. So a CV is a short for the Latin phrase curriculum vitae. So those who don't know, CV is curriculum vitae, okay, which means a course of life. This is a document that details your best qualities and they relate to the open role as they relate to the open role. So let's say you are looking for a job. Okay, the employer is in Canada, the employer is in UK, the employer is in America. You need to talk to the employer. A medium of communication. How do you talk to the employer that you have these skills, you have these capabilities, you have this experience to convince the employer to pick you among all those applying for that same particular role? It is your CV. It is your CV or your resume. Okay. So if we say a CV is it's a short form for a Latin word curriculum vitae, and it represents you. Okay. They relate to the open role. A CV should relate to the open role. For instance, if you are preparing a CV for a teaching, okay, a teaching CV, or you are a teacher, you prepare a CV as a teacher, you should use that CV to go and apply for a teaching role. Okay, you can't use that CV to apply for a cleaning job. No. If you want a cleaning job, then you should do a cleaning CV. So they should relate to the open role. If you are here on TikTok, please join me on YouTube and appreciate whatever we are doing over there. All right. It is a standard practice to submit a CV when applying for any job, from your entry level to your senior positions. Okay. So a typical CV shows your professional history, academic background, and key skills. You can add other sections to your CV if they are relevant to the position, including achievements and hobbies. So when people are designing CVs, they do add some things to it, like hobbies, um, what do you call it? Achievements and all those things. They are things that you can include. They are not mandatory. Okay, when you do a CV, it's not mandatory that you should add hobby to it or achievements. However, if it is relevant to that role, then you can add it. if you are going to look for a cleaning job and you have achieved, maybe you were a policeman and you had an achievement, you had an award, okay, as the best security personnel or something, it is irrelevant to the cleaning job. You cannot use that. You shouldn't include that in your CV. Okay, you shouldn't bring it on your CV as an achievement. No, because it is irrelevant. You being the best security man or you being the best security personnel has nothing to do with the cleaning that you're going to do. However, if you're going to apply for that same security role, then it is a very great opportunity to bring it on your CV, because that is going to allow the employer to see that, okay, you are very good in the security. That is why you attained that achievement. And so the employer is going to shortlist you. Okay, the employer is going to shortlist you. Somebody says, anytime I try to watch you live on YouTube, you are not available. I am available over there. Okay, there are a lot of people streaming on YouTube currently, so you can join me. Let me check on the app and see how many people are on YouTube. I can see 52 people on YouTube. So, bro, just come on YouTube, okay? Just come and experience whatever we are doing here. Just come and experience whatever we are doing here. All right, so let us continue on. Let us continue on. Okay, so what is the difference between a CV and a resume? Are they the same? UK will say CV. European countries will say CV. Canada will say a resume. America will say a resume. So these countries, who is right? Who is wrong? Are they fighting? What is the difference? Is it the same or there's a slight difference? They use it interchangeably. Since UK is saying a CV, even if an employer wants a resume, they will still say a CV. So if you are applying for a job in UK, they will say bring your CV. Actually, they are saying resume because there's a difference between a CV and a resume. A resume is for a particular job role. A resume is very concise, it's very short, it's very brief for a particular job role. So if we are to vote, then I would say Canada and America is using the right word. Okay, because resume is very short as compared to CV. CV is very broad. Okay, so resume is to a particular job role. For instance, okay, you let's go on. I'll try and explain that as we go on. So a CV, we are taking the CV first. Okay, the difference between a CV and a cover letter, and why these countries are using it interchangeably, and we will see which country is saying the right thing, which is the best. A CV is a very in-depth document that describes your career journey step by step, including all sorts of personal information. You can look at the CV as a comprehensive description for everything that you have ever done, all achievements you are proud of, and all publications that bear your name. So let's say I am Tips and Gist. Okay, I was I'm a nurse. I was practicing in Ghana. All right, I am doing other jobs here not related to nursing. They are all my experiences that I am getting, or my work experiences. So if I'm doing a CV, I have to bring all these skills in. Okay, so company number one can be for that nursing. Company number two can be for that other jobs that I am doing. They might not be related to the nursing. That is a CV. It shows every step by step achievement that I have. Okay, everything, every achievement that I am proud of, every publication. So if I have been able to even publicate an article on the internet, it is an achievement. All of them can be on the CV. So CV is very broad. However, if you are going to apply for a job, they don't really need a CV. If it is a cleaning job that I am going to apply in the UK, they are looking at my skills in the cleaning. They are not actually looking at my skills as a nurse. They don't need it. What they need is the cleaning. So, in actual sense, they need the resume. Okay, they need a resume. Okay, so a CV is very broad. So I get people contact me that I should prepare a CV for them. They bring all types of job roles. I try to take some out, and they are fighting with me. Most especially the nurses. When nurses contact me that I should prepare a CV for them, they think Tips and Jess is a TikToker. He has nothing. He has no idea about nursing, and so mobile. They try to just tell me what to do. I just laugh. You are a nurse, you want a care job in Canada. You are a nurse, you want a care job in UK. If they are looking for skills and experience in care job, it is different from that of nursing. You can say I am a nurse, but at least try to include some care experiences, because nursing job is different from that of care job. I am highlighting this because that is my major challenge, especially those who contact me for CVs. Other jobs, I have no issues, but the nurses, they have issues when you try to do their CV in such a way that they are carers or they were doing care job in Ghana. They were like, no, 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 no. I am a staff nurse. I am a nursing officer. I have done this. I have done that. No, that is not what you are applying. If you are a staff nurse, then go and apply for a staff nurse. Why are you going for a care job? Care job is different from that of nursing. Okay, so if it is a CV, then all those things can come in. But if it is a resume, it should be short. It should be towards that job that you are applying. Her job is about you taking care of the elderly. You preparing coffee for them. You doing their toileting. If they want to visit the washroom and they can walk, you just assist them to go there. If they cannot, you just change their diapers. You taking care of their body. You are grooming them. Okay, you take a bed bath and a whole lot. Even though nurses used to do that, but the actual nursing is towards medication and vital monitoring. That is different from that of care job. That is why there are some nurses even in care home. Okay, they are not carers. Care homes used to hire nurses over there to take care of the nursing aspect. So if you are applying for a care job, try to do a CV in such a way that you have some care experiences on the CV. So those I used to do their CV for them, even though they are working in big hospitals. I tell them, hey, do you have any private hospital in Ghana? Do you know any doctor, any private hospital in Ghana? Get me their contact. Let me chip in that you were a part-time carer or a part-time care assistant. Let me attach it to your nursing role, and that will make your CV standard. Because Canada is looking for somebody who has experience in care job, not somebody who has experience in nursing. And nursing for a Canada, you need to write NCLEX, you need to apply for nursing role. So if you're going to care, you have to do the right thing. That is the difference. So people used to do a broad CV in application for a job. No, the CV should be there for you. It is about you, everything about you. When you take part of the CV to apply for a particular job, that becomes a resume. Okay, that becomes a resume. So the CV is just like everything about you. Okay, so I'm taking this portion to go and give to this employer. So let's say I came to UK, I have done cleaning job before, I have done security before, I have done factory work before, and I have done nursing before. All these jobs will be on my CV. So if I'm going to apply for cleaning, I have done cleaning before. So I'll just take that cleaning portion and design a resume out of the CV and apply for that cleaning portion. If I'm going to apply for security, because I have done security before, I'll just take that part, that skills and experience that I have as a security out of that CV and design a resume. So in actual sense, a CV can range from 2 pages to 8 pages. That is a CV. It can be very, very long. That is a CV, but a resume, maximum of 2 pages. A maximum of 2 pages. So this is telling you that if you are going to apply for a job, even though UK will say a CV, they are actually talking about a resume. They are just using it interchangeably. It is Canada who is saying the right word. So now you know the difference. A resume is very short, at least 2 pages. So if you are here and your CV is more than 2 pages, it is fine. If you're going to use it for job application, try to make it concise. Who is going to read that 4 pages? Is it the employer? They don't have time to read all those. Okay. Try to take the relevant skills and experience pertaining to that job. You are going to apply for security. That cleaning job that you went to do, it has nothing to do with the security that you want. It is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. Those I do job application for them. Some people can contact me. Tips. I have done this. I have done this. I have done this. I have done that. I've done cleaning before. I have done administration work before. I have done this. I have done that. I'll just look at it. Okay, I say, okay, I can design 3 CVs out of it because I cannot put everything in. That would be a CV, but Canada is probably a resume. So I'm designing 3 resumes out of it. So out of all the experiences on the CV that they brought, I can really design 3 different resumes: one for cleaning, one for care job, and maybe one for security or something, depending on the number of jobs that the person has done. Okay, so please, and mind you, a cleaning CV is different from a care job CV. A teaching CV is different from a nurse CV. A factory worker is different from customer support or customer service. Mind you, you cannot use that same CV to apply from different job roles, but you can use that same CV to apply for different companies within that same job roles. Okay, within that same job roles. For instance, if a company want if 100 companies want cleaners, you can use that same CV to apply for company number 1, company number 2, up to 100. Okay, the if only they are all looking for cleaning jobs, cleaning roles, you can use it. Or maybe cleaning supervisor, it is still the cleaning. But if another company is in need of carers or care job, don't use that cleaning CV to go and apply for the care job. They will not call you. All right. So those on YouTube, that is what you can see on the screen. Let us continue. What is a resume? I have already explained. So you can see on the screen, you can read it as I talk around it. Okay. So unlike the CV, a resume is very short, okay, as possible. And 99% of the cases, you keep your resume to 1 page. Or if you have about 10 years or more experience, let's say 15 years experience, then you can make it 2 pages. Other than that, try and minimize it to 1 page. Try and minimize it to 1 page. Let me tell you something. When you go on Canada Job Bank, most of the companies there, they need 1 year experience, 2 years experience. So if you are going to apply for cleaning job and you said, "Oh, I have worked with this company. I worked there for 2 years," you qualify. You qualify for that job because at least you were a cleaner over there and you've worked with that company for 2 years. So if the company need at least 1 year experience, you qualify. But you see people putting about 100 million companies on because they want the company to see that they have worked with this, they have worked with that, they have worked with that, they have worked with that. So they can put about 10 companies on that same thing. Then your CV will be like 10 pages. It is irrelevant. You are trying to even tell the company that you are not even how do you call it, loyal to one company. You are just shifting cultivation. You go here, you go here, you go here. So they don't even trust you. They know that when you come, the same way that you were leaving this company to go to the other company, is the same way. So please note that you can stick to one company and make it very broad. Okay. If you are right here on TikTok and you want to see whatever where I'm reading on my screen, you can just come here. Okay. You can just come on YouTube and also experience where we are reading from. All right. In all Europe, the word CV is essentially just a synonym for the resume. That is what I said. So if you are in Europe, okay, UK is part of Europe, okay? So if you're in Europe, whether Germany, Spain, Italy, wherever in Europe, including UK, the word CV is a synonym for resume. In actual sense, they are different things, but they use it interchangeably, as I already said. Okay, so if it's a UK company is talking about a CV, they mean a resume. They mean a resume. Somebody said we need this information on YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube and it will be saved there. So you can join me on YouTube live, okay? I'm streaming live over there. People are even there. Let me check the number. Let me check on the app. How many people are on YouTube currently? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me check on my streaming app to see. I have 46 people streaming on YouTube. All right. And they can see me and they can see my laptop. So that is very, very interesting. So you can also join. All right. You can also join. So that is what I said. So if you apply for a job in any part of Europe and they ask for a CV, they're actually talking about a resume. They're actually talking about a resume because a CV is very, very broad. So from today, you should all get a CV and you should all get a resume. The CV is about everything that you have done so far. And the resume is towards one particular job that you are looking for, a job that you are hungry for. Okay. A job that you are hungry for. All right. So it's just like you being a gentleman and you have like 3 girlfriends. If you want to settle down, you just pick one and you settle down with. That is how a CV is. So a CV is everything about you. But if you want to, so you've done cleaning before, you've done nursing before, you've done care job before, you've done security before, you've done teaching before, you've done forklift before. But if you want to go and apply for one job, you just pick one skills, okay, one skills and experience out of everything that you have done to design your resume to be very short and concise. Okay. And that is the resume. The CV is very broad and lengthy, as the resume is very brief. Okay. The resume is very brief and concise. All right. A CV is longer. So, in summary, a resume is 1 page summary or at least 2 pages. I said maximum of 2 pages. Whilst a CV can be 2 pages to 8 pages. Okay. The CV might contain your experiences, certificates, publications, a whole lot. Things that are even not relevant to the resume, they can all be on your CV. Since you have achieved it, it's part of you. So they can be on your CV, but not on your resume. Not on your resume. All right. In Europe, both CV and a resume are the same. So in Europe, they are the same. But in actual sense, in terms of scholars, okay, in terms of schooling, resume is different from that of CV. So that is how I explain to you. But when you come to Europe, if UK is saying a CV, they mean a resume. Okay, so that is what you can see on the screen if you are here on YouTube. All right. So how to write a resume? How to write a resume? Before I teach you how to write a resume, there are some websites, there are some applications, there are some apps that you can use to write your resume. When we talk about an app, we talk about software, we talk about websites. A common one is Microsoft Word, but please don't use it to write a resume. They don't have good template in terms of writing resume. So you can use an external app. Those who are using AI, I always caution you that AI is not the best. AI can give you a general CV, but it will not give you a standard. Every CV be CV, every resume be resume, but you are aiming at a standard. Okay, so if you tell AI write a CV for a Canada, it will just write a general CV for you. It is artificial intelligence. It will write a general CV for you, but it will never give you a standard CV. It cannot close your gaps. It cannot do a lot of things that if you are supposed to do it yourself, you would have done. So please don't use AI if you want the best. Okay, now you'll be asking me about websites. I cannot actually give you websites. There are some free websites and there are some purchasing websites or where you have to buy. There are some websites you can design it over there and print it over there. You can download it over there. However, they will feature the website. So you write on the CV, they'll write it was prepared by dash 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 dash. If you don't want it that way, if you don't want the employer to see that you went on a particular website, at least use the websites that you buy it. So some of the websites, right after design the CV, you have to pay. You have to pay something before you can download it. So they will allow you to design it very nice, and they have good template. Don't forget the appearance is the first thing. It's just like you meeting a lady by the roadside. The appearance will even let you call the lady, yet to even become her friend before later you look at her character before you can marry her. Okay? So somebody say your sound is gone, bro. Those on YouTube, please, can you hear me? They are complaining that they cannot hear the sound. Those on YouTube, please, can you hear me? Just comment so that I continue. People are complaining on TikTok that they cannot, but I can see the sensor here that my sound is very, very okay. Sharifa, I'm Theophilus. Those on YouTube, can you hear me? I have 60 people on YouTube. Can you hear me? Can you hear the sound? Please comment. I want to proceed. Please comment. I want to proceed. All right. So my guy on TikTok that you are complaining, they said they can hear me perfectly. They can hear me perfectly. All right. So as I was saying, okay, as I was saying, when you go on the website, use a good template. If the website is having a poor template, don't use it. Don't use it. Okay. If they are having a poor template, don't use it. Most of the websites are having a good template, but they will allow you to purchase it. So if you are here and you don't want to buy a CV, then I don't know why. Because you want a job in Canada. So if you are paying like £5 or $5 or $10 or $20, and you cannot buy, why? You need a job. Do you know how much this job is going to pay you in future? So why don't you download it and buy a good template? I think it is better than you doing a shabby thing. You go and apply for jobs, you apply for companies upon companies, and nobody will call you. Why don't you use a good template that at least you pay something at the end of the day? The software that I use, they charge me £59. That is like £60 every month. I'm not saying go and use that software. You can get some of the softwares that you pay like £5 per download. But me, I don't do it per download. I do it per month. Okay, so I can do as many as CV. I can do 1 million CVs within 1 month. They don't care. All they care is every month they will deduct me from my bank account. That is the software that I use. But you need 1 or 2 CVs. You don't have to go and pay that £60. You have to go and look at those softwares that they will let you pay per download. So let's say you design a cleaning CV. At least you pay like £4 or $5. Then you download it. I think it's better. It's better that way. It is better that way. Okay. Some of the softwares After you design your CV, they mark it for you. They send it for they call it how do we call it? Peer review. Okay, they're having some scholars on their website that they'll review your CV for you, and that is what I use. So after designing the CV, I take it for a review, and that is why it takes me like 2 hours to design a CV. So actually, I use like 1 hour 25 minutes. I have to send it for a review, and it will be back like 20 minutes time, and they will tell me that your CV is scoring like 80% or 70%, not meeting Canada standard. Do this correction, remove this from here. You did a spelling mistake. My software is able to even detect a spelling mistake. So if I'm typing, I don't even think, because I know at the end of the day they'll auto correct it. They'll just alert me for all my mistakes and everything. After that, they also tell me that this place you were supposed to use at least 12 skills. You went as high as 13. So it's reduced the quality. So at least reduce it. Okay, reduce the skills. Or probably your skills are very shabby. It is about 4 skills. Add some, because the employers need about 8 to 12 skills. So my software is able to do all of those things. You don't have it. That is why I am coming to teach you. So now that you know, you can use other software that will not give you this liberty to know it. Okay, so go and use the free softwares, or use the pay per download. They will not mark it for you, but at least with the skills that Tips and Gist is giving to you today, you have I have you covered. Okay, you have it. Okay, if you are able to get whatever I'm teaching you today, and you go and use those softwares who will not even mark it for you, at least it is better. It is better. All right. So let us continue on. Let us continue on. Some people are saying, give us a Canada template, bro. Both resume and cover letter. Are you going to pay for that? Are you going to pay for that? Huh? Are you going to pay for that? I'm just teaching you how to do it. Okay, just learn how to do it. The templates are embedded in the softwares. I cannot download it without designing the CV. Before I can download a CV, I have to prepare it before I reach the download portion. Then I download it, and that will be for somebody. So I cannot actually download a free template for you. It is embedded. Except maybe you want the software that you have to pay, then that way I can send the software to you, so that every month you pay 60 pounds. Okay, the templates are in the software. I cannot actually download it. I have to prepare the CV before I'll say, okay, Nana Treme, take it and look at it and do yours. And that will be a cheat. It will be a cheat on the person who paid me to do that. Okay, somebody paid me to do that, and you want me to give it to you to look on to do yours. That will be impossible. So let me teach you how to do it. All right. So guys, let us continue on. Let us continue. Um, how to prepare a CV and a cover letter. Step 1. Here are 9 steps in writing a strong CV. Include your contact information. That is step 1. So I'm giving you the summary. After that, we take it one after the other. So I'll be going fast very here. Here, okay, I'll be going very, very fast at this place. Okay, so that I'll come back and take it one after the other. So step 1 is contact information. Those on YouTube, you can be doing your screenshots, or probably you can save the video for later when you're writing yours, or you can make some short notes. If you're having a diary beside you, you're having a notebook, you can just make some short notes. All right. So your first one is include your contact information. That is your name, your telephone number, your email address, your residential address, and a whole lot. That is your contact information. Okay. Note that I am teaching you a general CV for a Canada. Okay. Job Bank are having their pros and their cons. We will do that in another section. There are some things other companies in Canada want it, but Job Bank, if you're applying for a company on Job Bank, they don't want it. They have their rules and regulations. So this is a general standard CV for Canada, USA, or UK, but precisely Canada. Number 2, professional summary. Professional summary, we will cover that. It should also be on your CV. Number 3, your relevant skills. So skills should be on your CV. So first one is contact information, professional summary, relevant skills. So just look at your Ghana CV and see if you have all these things on it. If you don't have it, you're not meeting Canada standard. If you don't meet it, you're not. If you don't get it, you're not meeting Canada standard. Under the professional summary, some people used to say, how do they say? Is it personal statement or something? But this is Canada standard. So use their words, use their brofo, okay? Use their brofo. All right. Under the skills, some people used to say expertise. No, maintain it to skills. It is Canada. We are doing Canada standard. So use their English. Okay. It is just like supper and dinner. Some countries will say dinner, others will say supper. So please let us maintain the Canada standard. They said skills. Don't go and do yours expertise. No, it is for other countries. All right. So skills. Number 4, professional work experience or work history. So professional work experience, okay, or the work history. That will be your number 4. It should be on your CV. It should be on your CV. The fifth one, where is it? The fifth one will be academic history. Okay, academic history. NSC's one will be list of training certificates, achievements, and awards. The number 6 is optional. If you don't have any certificate, you leave it. Some people, the academic history is actually the formal education that you did. Okay, the one you sat in classroom to do, the one you did for 2 years, 1 year, 3 years. Okay, the online ones that you did, Florence Academy, Allison Care, those short courses you did within 2 days, 1 day you downloaded a certificate. It's not actually academic history. That one will be under list of training certificates. So people used to attach their, I get people's CV and I see that they did Florence Academy and they chip it into academic history. No, that should be under the certificates you have, okay, training certificates or achievements. It shouldn't be academic history. Academic history is junior high school, senior high school, universities, colleges, okay. These are academic histories. All right. Your hobbies, you can add hobbies and interests, professional associations and affiliations, if only they are relevant to the job you are applying. Okay, so your hobbies and interests. If your hobby is swimming and you're going to do cleaning job, it is irrelevant to the cleaning job. Now, swimming there, any cleaning job, if a hobby, it shouldn't be on your CV. So I see people CV, they want cleaning job and their hobby. I know I want singing. Hobby is singing. Hobby is swimming. And yeah, then singing or an adequate cleaning job. No, it is irrelevant to the cleaning job. However, there are some jobs that if you are having a particular hobby, it is actually relevant to it. Especially if you come to UK, there's a job like it's part of the care job. Actually, it is personal support worker, okay, where you take care of children who are having learning disabilities, okay, the autism children and those kind of children. You take care of them and you'll be singing for them, you'll be playing video games with them, you'll be entertaining them when their moms are away, okay, when their mothers are gone, you'll be taking care of those children. So if your hobby is singing, actually it is relevant at that point particular time, because actually the mom will say, oh, okay, this particular lady know how to sing, and so they can sing for my child to be happy. Okay, but okay, cleaning job, okay, security, what they're singing for home, the singing as a hobby is irrelevant to that time. So please, if you have any hobbies and interests, they should be relevant to the job that you are going to apply. Either than that, take it off your resume. You can put it on the CV, but in terms of resume, take it off. All right. Professional associations, example, NMC, okay, Nursing and Midwifery Council. If you're affiliated to Nursing and Midwifery Council, it's a professional association, or Ghana Registered Midwife Association or Teachers Association. It is very good if you are applying for a job related to that role, so that, oh, okay, the company will say that, oh, you in Ghana, you are not only a nurse, but actually you even join the association. So okay, it becomes a plus for you, because those associations, they groom, okay, they do a lot of seminars and a whole lot. Okay, so if the association is affiliated to is relevant to the job that you are going to do, then you can put it on. Either than that, take it off. Either than that, take it off. All right. Then the eight is your reference. Your eight is your reference. Your reference, I'll talk about that. Canada has two ways of referencing. Sometimes you need to put it reference available on request. At that time, too, you have to bring the actual references. You have to list the number of companies, okay, and put their telephone numbers and everything there. I'll teach you when to do those things. Okay, I'll teach you when to do those things. In UK, in terms of UK, normally they will say do it available on request so that the employer will request it. But in terms of Canada, most of the companies want you to bring it. Okay, so we talk about that. Declaration is also there. That is your number 9. Right after designing the whole CV, you have to declare that everything, every information on the CV is true and correct to your knowledge. Okay, and you hold responsible for everything. So if you are lying, you are lying. You are declaring yourself that everything is true. So if you are lying, they can take you responsible. Okay, so you have to declare. It is not mandatory to put declaration on, but if it is on your CV, it makes it very, very standard. It makes it very, very standard. Those I do CVs for them, I used to put declaration. I used to declare. Okay, I used to declare. All right. So these are the 9 steps for designing a CV. If you're on YouTube, you can make your screenshots. Okay, you can screenshot so that I move on. All right. Now, this is a sample of a CV. Those who were on TikTok and they are asking for the sample of the CV, those on YouTube, you can see these are some of the designs, the templates. This is how a Canada standard, other countries, okay? This is not only for Canada. Some of the countries you can put picture on. USA, UK, Canada, we don't put pictures on your CV. Note that. USA, UK, Canada, we don't put pictures on your CV. Note that. So if you have a CV, Ghana CV, and your picture is on, if you are designing Canada CV, don't put your picture on. Don't put your picture on. If you are designing US or UK CV, don't put your picture on. Other countries like the Gulf countries, okay, that is Saudi Arabia, those places, okay, the Arabians, they put their pictures on their CV. But in terms of Europe, in terms of Canada, USA, no. Okay, don't put pictures on your CV. All right. So this particular template is a Canada template. Okay, you can use it for UK. Actually, they don't have particular templates for those countries. So far as it is very nice, it is very good looking. Okay, the designs are very catchy, as you can see. Okay, and there's no picture on. It is a standard for all those countries. Okay, so those on YouTube, you are really enjoying the screen. All right, so fast forward. When is it beneficial to put a picture on your CV? I've already explained that in countries like Spain, France, Asia, and Latin America, okay, they used to, and some part of Gulf countries, they put the picture on it. Okay, they put a color picture on the CV. But UK and US, Canada, typically not. Okay, so you can see on the screen, it is typically not advisable to put your photo on your CV. On your CV, they call something equality, they call something diversity. You shouldn't try to emotionally blackmail the employer. Okay, when we are doing the job bank rules, I'll talk about that. Some people do their CV and they'll be professional history. They'll say, I'm a widow. I'm a widow with 2 children. You are a widow, so you are trying to tell the employer that because your husband died, they should pick you, right? You are trying to emotionally blackmail the employer. All those things are rules and regulations against the job bank. So after this lecture, I'll take you through those mistakes. I pick people's CV and I said that no, this is irrelevant. You cannot say you're a widow on your CV. You are trying to emotionally blackmail. They are looking for competent people, people with skills and experience. And you are saying widow. What has widow done got to do with your experience? Talk about the experience you have. All right. So let us continue on. Include your contact information. That is the first one. So we are going to look at what the contact information entails. So the contact information is your full name, location, phone number, and email address. That is it. Your full name, your location, that is residential address, house number, blah, 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 blah. Okay, up to the country. Okay, so house number, blah, blah, blah. Ejoso, Ashanti region, Ghana. You are done. That is your location. Phone number, you have to. If you are applying for a Canada Standard CV and you are in Ghana, don't use the 0244. No, +233. Country code first. Country code first. Okay, country code first. Email address. Email address should be professional. When we are talking about a job bank, okay, the second section, I'll talk about that. People used to use their nicknames as on their CV. What is that? A professional email address should even portray that this is Elijah talking. So if I am Elijah Nana Yaokunedu, at least my email should reflect. Okay. So if I will not even use the whole of my name, I can say ekunedu@gmail.com or probably elijahk@gmail.com. It shows it is me instead of using a nickname. And slayqueen@gmail.com, all those nicknames are not here. Okay, you should avoid it. Use a professional email address. All right. So those on YouTube, you are appreciating everything. As I'm talking, you keep reading. Okay, you keep reading. You keep making your screenshots because I'll not read everything, but I explain it. I explain it. All right. They are talking about profiling and network over here. If you have a profile like LinkedIn, some people have LinkedIn profiles. Okay, you can use it. If it is relevant to your job, you can use it. Okay, if it is relevant to your job, you can use it. All right. So this is how the software that I use, some part of it Okay, this is one of my old softwares. Currently, I'm not using this. This is how, if you are entering the information, this is how it is. Okay, so they look at your first name and your surname. You have to enter it. Then the street address, that is your house address. Okay, you can use the house number, everything. The city or town. Okay, you enter it over there. The county. This is one of the UK. So county is just like a state or a region. So that place you write maybe Ashanti region or something. Okay, then postcode or Ghana, we don't have postcode, so we used to use zeros. This is about UK. If you are doing the UK standard CV, if you don't have it, you leave that place over there blank. Okay, then phone number and email address. You can add your LinkedIn and other websites, as I was saying. Okay, and your nationality. This is pertaining to UK, but not Canada. But actually, this is some of the things that you see on it. Okay, so your name is there. Okay, your full name, your name, your first name and your surname. If you have middle names, add it to the first name. Okay, then the street name, that's your residential address, house number, blah blah blah. Then you can end here maybe Ejuso. Then the county, you can write Ghana over there, Ashanti region, Ghana. Okay, leave the postcode. Okay, leave the postcode. Since you're not living in the UK, leave your postcode. You're not living in Canada, leave the postcode. You're living in Ghana, we don't actually use the postcode. But your phone number, you have it. Okay, so use the country code +233, then the following numbers, the following digits, then your email address, then that is that. All right. The second one is your professional summary. Your professional summary. If I'm going so fast, don't worry. This video will be saved on YouTube. And so anytime you can revise yourself. I know most of you will not get everything today, but as time goes on, you should read and read and read, and you get to know how to design it. I didn't use one day to learn it. I used about a week or a month. So you cannot use today to know everything. I am teaching it. That is why I'm streaming live on YouTube so that that video will be there. Anytime you feel like you forget something, you have to go there and revise. You keep revising. Okay. Practice makes man perfect. The second one is a professional summary. What is a professional summary? A resume summary is called a professional summary. It is a preview of who you are, what you are bringing on the table, and how you can help the company solve their problems, how you can help the company meet their goals and achievements in life. Okay, so the company is having their goals, their aims, their ambitions. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing there? Okay, why should they pick you? What changes are you going to do to the company? Are you taking to the company? That is all about the professional summary. So I see somebody ask me that, Tips, I do a CV for somebody. The person say maybe I need a cleaning CV. Then they will chat me and say that, Tips, can I use this same CV to apply for maybe factory work? I laugh. I say, what as professional summary for cleaning? How can you use that to go and apply for factory work? That is why I tell you that any job that you want to apply, you should have a CV for that particular job role. Okay, but you can use that CV to apply for the same different companies who are looking for the same job. Okay, so if 1 million companies are looking for cleaners, you can use that same CV to apply for those 1 million. But if the job are different, cleaning, care job, you should get different CVs because the professional summary will be different. Professional summary for cleaning is different from that of care job. It's different from that of security. It's different from that of customer service. That is why it is professional. So what is your profession? Can you be a teacher and at the same time be a nurse and at the same time be a doctor and at the same time be a lawyer? No. So take one profession. That is why it is a resume. So if it is a cleaning, write a professional summary for that cleaning job and tell the company why you want it rather than trying to use one CV to apply for different jobs. It will not help you. So stop that attitude from today. Thank you very much. All right. Relevant skills. What are skills? What is the difference between skills and experience? Experience is something that you meet every day. And out of the experience, what you are able to develop, what becomes part of you, it's the skills. What becomes part of you is the skills. So you go to the job site, you go to this company, you will experience a lot of things at that place. Okay, that 2 years that you spent with that company, you will experience a lot of things over there. But what will you learn? What will become part of you? Okay, what will become part of you? That is your skills. So there is a slight difference between skills and experience. Okay, there's a slight difference between that skills and experience. People used to miss that. Let me use myself as an example. I was a nurse in Ghana. Let's say I'm at the emergency ward. At the emergency, a lot of things do happen. You will have to, you will experience how to check vital signs, you will experience how to do suturing, you will experience how to do IV line, you will experience how to give medication, you will experience how to do a lot of things. But out of this, what can you boast that this is my skills? Do you have skills? Can you actually do suturing? You saw some before, you had experience, but can you do it yourself? It is not part of, if it is not part of you, it is not your skills. So the skills is what you were able to get out of the experience. What is now part and parcel of you? That is actually your skills. So you can experience a lot of things, but not all of them will become your skills. All right. Most employers are looking for some particular skills. Okay. So when you go on job bank and you look at the company's requirements, some of the employers, they will state the skills and that they want, and they will state the experience. The experience, they used to write it responsibilities or tax. That is why they write it on job bank. That if you come here, these are your responsibilities. Actually, they are trying to say that this should be your experience. It will also be your responsibility or your tax. According to job bank, the company is asking you to come and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or they want somebody who can do 1, 2, 3, 4. They are trying to tell you that if you are somebody who is having experience in all those, it means you meet them their requirements. Okay, you meet their requirements. You meet their requirements. So when you go on job bank, just look at the tax or the job roles or the responsibilities and use that as your experience. And after that, they'll have some skills down there. Okay, you scroll down, they have some skills down there that you should try and future some of those skills into your skills and add yours to it. Okay, so let us continue on. Let me check my software to see how many people are streaming on YouTube now and see if they have some questions to ask. uh Change the quality. All right, I forgot to tell you this thing. If somebody come here, okay, if you come here on YouTube, the first thing you're supposed to do is to click on the screen. Click on the screen, you will see settings or resolution. Okay, change it to a high quality so that you can be able to see everything clear. I'm streaming from 1080 pixels. Okay, most of you are streaming from 480 or 320 or 144. So please change your quality to 1080 pixels so that you can see it very, very clear. All right. Thank you, Bright Upon, for that. All right. Let us continue. Let us continue. So, under the skills, we have soft skills and hard skills. What is a hard skill? What is a soft skill? A hard skill is what is really pertaining to that particular job role. Okay, so teachers are different from nurses. What nurses can do, teachers cannot do. What teachers can do, nurses cannot do. So there are some skills. Teachers are having some skills that nurses are not having. That is their hard skills. Nurses are having some skills that teachers are not having. That is their hard skills. Okay. And soft skills are what everybody can have. So example of soft skill is hard working, God fearing, loyalty, working in a fast-paced environment. All these things, a teacher can be hardworking, a nurse can be hardworking. So they are all the same. But what are some of the skills that nurses are having that teachers are not having? That are the hard skills. So that is the difference between hard skills and soft skills. So if you are writing your skills and let's say you want to put 8 to 12 skills, okay, according to Canada standard, Job Bank, they are saying your skills should be at least 8 or 12, 8 to 12, between 8 to 12. So let's say you're writing 8. Maybe six must be your hard skills. Then you add 2 soft skills. If you're writing 12, then maybe 8 hard skills, four soft skills. You get it? 4 soft skills. All right. So what are the skills? That is what they said. This one I'm streaming. I got this information from a website, and they are saying add 4 to 8 skills. Okay, 4 to 8 skills. But when we go on Job Bank is saying it should be 8 to 12. Okay, so that note that. Okay, note that. All right. List your professional work and experience. That is number 4. So under the work experience, this is the company that you have worked with. I told you that when you get here, there's a difference between a CV and a resume. A CV is about all the companies you have worked with, even those who are irrelevant to the job. And a resume is companies you have worked with that are relevant to the job. So let's say I was working in Wenchi. as a nurse. I came to Techiman as a nurse. I came to Konfanochi as a nurse. Even though there are different companies, there are different hospitals, they are all relevant to that nursing role. So I have to list all of them. But let's say I was in Wenchi as a teacher, as a people teacher. I was teaching in one of the private schools. I came to Techiman as a nurse, and later I came to Konfanochi as a nurse. If I'm writing a CV for a nurse, I can take the Wenchi out. If it is a resume, I can take the Wenchi out. But if it is a CV, then I can add it because a CV must be broad. Okay, a CV must be broad. But if it is a resume, I can take that teaching out because the teaching has nothing to do with the nursing role that I'm looking for. That I am looking for. All right. So under the professional work experience, you list all the companies that you have worked with. That is your job duties, the experience you gained, the achievements. Okay, the achievements. All right. They are saying that most of the companies or the managers are looking for 10 years jobs that you did within the last 10 years. Okay, so you can list like 4 companies you started working from 1994 up to now, but they will not look at those companies. They are looking for, let's say, the last 10 years. So we are in 2010. Even though everything is on your resume, they will actually take a closer look at from 2013 to 2023. We are in 2023. So they'll take a closer look from 2013 coming, what you really did. Even though you be having experience you did in 2002, 2000, they might not look at that because they don't have time. They don't have time. Okay. So what are they saying? Hiring managers will scan this information looking for career progressing. So they don't read it, they just scan through. Okay, they just scan through. All right. So you enter the basic information about previous jobs so that the employers can see where you have worked. Don't abbreviate the job titles. Don't abbreviate. If it is a nurse, you spell it complete. Don't abbreviate the titles. Okay. Include your start date and your end date for every position or each position. So I started from this month this year. I ended this year, this month this year. I moved to company number 2. I started this month this year. And I moved from that place this month and the year. Okay, so where you started and where you ended, both month and the year you should try and indicate it on your CV. Okay, so example is this a job title over there. So you can see a job title, example, accountant representative. Okay, the employer, example is this. Okay, example is what you see on the screen. The town is maybe Oxford, example. Okay, then the city is West Midlands, that is example. Your start date and the end date. So your start date will be the month and the year, and the end date will be the month and the year that you left that company. If you are currently working there, then you have to select I currently work there. All right. So that is that. Details about academic history. I know I'm going very, very fast, but I have to use like 1 hour, 30 minutes to finish everything. Okay. So please, if I'm going very fast, just relax. It is on YouTube. It is on YouTube. You can take your time and watch it over and over again as 1 million times until you really, really understand whatever we are doing here. Okay. So details about your academic history. You can include your master's degree, program, okay, everything that you have done, okay, everything that you have done. If you have colleges and degrees, okay, colleges and universities, then I will entreat you to begin from secondary school, okay. But if you ended at secondary school, then probably you can add your primary school to it, okay, because that primary school, everything that you achieve there is irrelevant to your current job. They normally pick from secondary schools. So if you have master's degree, PhD, and a diploma, maybe you can do 2. Okay, you can write your secondary school and write the college. Write your secondary school and write the university. That is all. Don't go and do primary school, KG, kindergarten, nursery, daycare, all of them on your CV. No. Okay, just limit to your secondary school. However, if you ended secondary school, you can write only the secondary school. If you feel that it is not enough, then maybe you can add your primary school or your GHS to it. All right. So this is how the school is. Okay. So institution name. Okay. So institution name can be Methodist University College. Okay. Methodist University College or KNUST. When I was in Ghana, I schooled in 2 universities before I came to the UK. So my current university is my 3rd university that I'm schooling. I schooled in Methodist University. Later I went to KNUST, and currently I'm here in the Sunderland University in the UK. So I used to use some particular names whenever I'm talking. It means I have had experience over there. So let's say Methodist University. Okay, that would be the institution name. Okay, Methodist University, Ghana. All right. Then the city, where is it? Is it in Accra? Okay, Accra, Ghana. Then you state it. Okay. Qualifications, is it bachelor? Okay, bachelor in what? Okay, bachelor or diploma in what? Then you write it. Okay. Then field of study. What did you study? Is it nursing or teaching or anything that you studied over there? You write it under the field of study. Okay. Then the honors. What did you really gain? Okay. So the field of study is different from the honors. Okay. Then the start date and the end date, that is your month and the year. Okay, that one is over there. So those watching from the screen, you can really appreciate whatever we are doing. Okay, so let's say Methodist University Ghana, Accra, Methodist University College. Okay, Accra, Ghana. Qualification, probably it can be BSc or Bachelor's of Science. Okay, then the field will be nursing. Then what did I actually get? I got registered in general nursing. Okay, registered in general nursing. Okay, so a diploma in registered in general nursing or degree in general nursing, registered general nursing. That would be the actual honors. Okay, that place is even optional, so you can choose to add it or not. Okay, so this is actually a template from a software that will really allow you to sorry, give me a minute to just charge my phone, otherwise those on TikTok will just go off. All right, thank you very much for your time. So that is it. Okay. So you can leave that part. You can leave that part. If you are doing for secondary school, so I schooled at Konongo Odumasi. So let me use that. So it can be Konongo Odumasi Senior High School. The city and the country will be Konongo, Ghana. Okay. Qualification is high school certificate. High school certificate. The field of study, I did general science. So field of studies will be general science. And the honors, what did I actually achieve at the high school within the high school certificate? It's my WASI. So West African, how do you call it? WASI. Okay, so West African Senior High School, Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination. That will be your WASI. Okay, so it is a high school certificate, but not everybody get the WASI. Some people completed high school, they went to technical, they didn't write the WASI, they wrote NAPTEC and all those things. Okay, so under the qualification, it's a high school degree or a high school certificate. But what actually did you get? That is the honor. Okay, the honor. What actually did you get? What is the name on that certificate? That is a WASI. Okay, a WASI or NAPTEC or NVTI. Okay, NVTI. All right. So your date and that the date you started and the year and everything that will be there. Okay, that will be there. All right. I know today you guys are learning a lot today. Learning a lot today. If you came here late, I will advise you that you come on YouTube because that place you can stream from backwards. Okay, you can stream backwards and catch up, or probably right after the live, you can get everything within your doorsteps and watch it. All right. So after that, this is optional. If you have any other list of training certificates, okay, you can do it. When I came here, when I wanted a care job in the UK, apart from my nursing that I did, when I wanted a care job, I still did care certificates and a whole lot. So if I am doing a CV, apart from my educational background that I will list all the universities that I schooled in Ghana, when I come here under the list of training certificates, I'll still do it. I got the certificate, Florence Academy. I did this, that. Alison, I did that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So any certificate that you have done, you can list it over there, or probably an award that is relevant to whatever you are applying for. An award that is relevant to whatever you are applying for. So if you got an award as a best worker, fine. Probably it's very nice because the employer will see that you are actually hardworking. But if it is an award, maybe you were SU president or any award that comes to mind, then please skip that. Okay, skip that. Skip that. Okay. All right. Then the final is you add your hobbies, interests, professional associations, and affiliations. That one I already explained earlier that if your hobbies, interests, professional affiliations are related to the job that you are applying for, then you can add it. Why not? But if it is irrelevant, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think you should add it. So if you apply for a cleaning job and your hobby is singing, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing. So you don't have to add it. If you are a professional association, you are a member of Nursing and Midwifery Council or probably a member of G- Ghana Teachers Association. What has it got to do with the cleaning job? Nothing. But if you are applying for a teaching job, then it is relevant, okay? Because a teaching job and you are a member of the Teachers Association, affiliation is really relevant over there. So know when to do when and when not to do when. Okay. Reference is very, very important. There are two ways of referencing. One is actually doing the actual referencing. That is you giving the referee, the name of the referee, the contact information of the referee. And other times you can write available on request. So reference, you say available on request. When we go on job bank, I'll teach you when to do when. Okay, when to do when. All right. So reference are people who are your supervisors, people who can really give you attestation, people who can really recommend you that this person was really a hard working. If you do a CV without a reference and that company need a reference, they will still contact you that give us references because no company in the Western world, no company in the UK, no company in Canada, no company in US will pick you without contacting your referees. They'll have to ask about you. So and so said he or she was working with you in your company or at your company. What was the job role of that person? What was their behavior? Okay, were they respectful? Were they hardworking? Your referee is supposed to really respond to those information. And so those most of the companies, they do contact by telephone. They can call by telephone. Yes, I'm live on YouTube and they are reading whatever is on the screen. Okay, I am explaining here on TikTok, but they see whatever, so they really appreciate. They see me, they see the laptop, and they see whatever I'm discussing. So it's three in one. It's three in one. You see me alone, and you just hear my voice. All right. So the reference, what the companies do is they'll contact your people either by telephone, on a phone, or by email. So I used to say the person that you nominate as your referee, the name of the person, the name of that company, the telephone number, and the email address. Should in case they call the person and the person do not answer, they will send email address. Okay, they will send a message through email for the person to give the reference. Okay. Declaration. I explained that. You declaring that whatever information that you brought, okay, whatever information that you told them is true to your knowledge. Okay, so you attest to the fact that everything on your CV is correct, is accurate. Okay, that is you declaring yourself. That is the declaration. That is the declaration. All right. So if you want a Canada Standard CV, whatever I've taught you today, I encourage you that you do it yourself. It is my aim to motivate you, to teach you how to do it. Okay. So I have given you the guidelines. I've given you the guidelines. I cannot write it dito for you because most of you, everybody here, if I tell you that CV Ben, should we do cleaning or care job, everybody will list their job over there. So I told you that every CV is different. This is a general guideline. It is up to you to assimilate whatever we have done here. Okay. Take it into consideration when preparing a cleaning CV. Take it into consideration when preparing a care CV. I cannot actually teach dito for you to write it. Okay, but I've given you the guidelines. It is up to you to go by the guidelines and do it. That is how teachers do. They don't actually do everything for you. They teach you and they ask you to do a lot of research. So I've taught you skills. There are some skills. So if you are doing skills for a cleaning, you should ask yourself, what are some of the hard skills? What are some of the soft skills for cleaning job? It is your duty to look for those things and chip it in your CV. I cannot do everything for you, but I should alert you that you should bring skills over there. I should alert you that there's a difference between a hard skill and a soft skill. I should alert you that you should include experience. So if you are writing for cleaning, what are some of the experiences for cleaning job? It is your duty to look for it. If you are doing for a care job, what are some of the experiences? It is your duty to look for it. If you are listening to me and you have issues, you cannot still prepare it. You don't have time. You don't have a laptop. You cannot prepare it on your mobile phone. No. If you don't have a laptop, okay, some of the softwares, some of the external apps can actually let you do it on your mobile phone. Fine. Okay, they can actually let you do it on your mobile phone. Okay, yeah. I shouldn't say no. Sorry for that. You can. Most of the softwares, you can do it on your mobile phone because of how they have designed it. But if you are doing it on a laptop, it's very, very easy and nice. But if because of something you are very busy, you cannot do it, you can contact Tips and Gist. So my email is what you see on the screen. Those on TikTok is tipsandgist@gmail.com. It is right in my bio. Okay, when you click on my name, you go in my bio, it is over there. Okay, tipsandgist@gmail.com. Just send me a message that you need a Canada Standard CV Okay, add a cover letter. I didn't teach cover letter today, but when I do a CV, I do a cover letter in addition to it. Okay, so tell me you need a Canada standard CV and a cover letter, or a UK standard CV and a cover letter, or a US Canada standard CV and a cover letter. Resume or CV, they're all the same, but a cover letter is different. That is my email. But please, it is not for free. Whatever I have done here today is for free. The education is for free. My 1 hour, 30 minutes talking is for free. But me sitting down to design a 2 hour CV for you is not for free. Please, it's not for free. Okay, it is £20. That is 300 Ghana cedis if you're in Ghana. If you're in other countries, it is £20. Okay, it is £20. You have to pay it before I do it. So what happens is you contact me on my Gmail. I'll give you a number for you to send your information and everything. Then you make payment before I design the CV. Initially, I was doing it before payment. Then people were just trying to use that kind of liberty to dupe me, to fraud me. They'll just contact me to do the CV. After that, they'll tell me to send it to them for them to see if it is correct before they pay. How do you do? How I don't want to say. I don't want to say anything. But I don't work like that. Okay. Tips and just will never do a fake CV for you. If you want my CV, just come there. Once you come to my email, it means you trust me. Don't come and tell me that I should do the CV and send it to you before you pay. No, you will even pay before I do it for you. It is not compulsory for you to come. Okay. That is why I have taught you how to do it by yourself. Okay, so this is just for those who cannot do it and they want me to do it for you. It is £20, 300 cedis. Just send me a mail. You make payment, I do it for you. Make payment, I do it for you. No reduction, no negotiation. I don't even have time to do. I have like 4 people that I'm supposed to do it for them today. I'm here doing live. Now they are on my neck right after the live. I have to do it for them. So I don't have time. So don't come and tell me that you want negotiation, you want reduction. No, no, it doesn't work here in the UK. An hour here in the UK is very expensive. So me using 2 hours to write a CV and a full page of cover letter for you, and you paying £20 is okay. Nobody work 2 hours without taking £20. It doesn't even meet the minimum wage in the UK. The minimum wage in the UK is £10.75 per hour. That is yentria or kakra UK. We juma minimum wage. They are buying this yentria. £10 75 pence. Okay, into brought £10 and a minimum wage one jekra. So somebody writing a CV and a cover letter within 2 hours, you have to pay even more than that. But I said, Abby, just pay £20 and I'll do it for you. So, with all due respect, there is no reduction. There is no reduction. Okay, there is no reduction. I'll end this live here. Those who joined me on YouTube, very, 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 very thankful to you. I'm very, very grateful. I'll just take a 5 minutes break and I'll come back to do the second section. Okay, so you can join me on YouTube and TikTok as we wait for the second section because I have to restart the software to be able to stream back. Okay, to be able to stream back. So please, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Those who came here, you have really enjoyed. Those who didn't come on YouTube, or those who came later, you'll be able to stream on YouTube even if you go there right now. It is there. It has been stored over there. Somebody is saying, what are some of the softwares that you use? I use about 3 softwares. One for designing UK, one for designing Canada, and US and Canada, I use the same software, and I use one for writing the cover letters as well. What give us some genuine app? I cannot really recommend some apps because it's like I'm marketing for them, so I cannot really recommend some apps. Just do your research. Do your research. Most of the websites where we do job application, even on Job Bank, you can do a CV there, but just that it will not be nice. They don't have nice templates. Indeed, when I came to UK, my first CV that I did on Indeed. It was not the best. Read and all those things. Okay, so these are some of the free websites, and the purchasing websites. I've forgotten them. Okay, there are a lot. Just type on Google, softwares, websites for designing a Canada standard CV. All the websites over there will come. You go here, you look at their price. If you cannot pay, go to the next website. Okay, so I cannot really. Every website is genuine. If only you pay for their pro version, it is genuine. But why I want to do pay BBA free there and it won't free because nipa no will be a website, you know. Sikanti na will be a website, you know. Somebody is saying, what of JHS certificate? Just add it as a junior high school, okay, or a primary school. So just include it, okay. But if you're having masters, you're having degree, you're having secondary school, what are you using JHS for? The employer will not take the JHS. They're looking at your higher educations. That was what I was saying. So Richard Amponsa, if you don't have a degree and you have only secondary school, then probably you can attach your junior high school. But what about masters need degree bare for? What did JHS here then? Use your higher education levels, okay? Your higher education levels. That was what I was trying to say. Okay. Is it the same when applying for school? No, it is not the same when applying for school. We don't use a resume to apply for school. We use a CV. A CV normally focus on the education side rather than the work experience side. So when you're going to apply for a school, the focus is on the education side, okay, because it is your JHS, it is your SHS, it is your degree diploma that you're having that you are using it to apply for the school, not the job that you're doing. No, okay, even though your job will come, but the main focus is towards the education side. And when you're applying for a job, the main focus is towards the skills and the experience. That is where your focus is, okay. So there are two ways of designing a CV, okay. Today I was teaching about job CV. I'm not teaching about school CV or student CV. Okay, if you need a student CV, I prepare that as well. A Canada standard, UK standard, any school that you want, I can prepare their CV as well as their statement of purpose or the SOP. I can write it for you when you're applying for colleges and universities in the UK and Canada. All right. I messaged you on a standard CV in Canada, but you didn't reply. Probably it was an oversight. Okay. Yeah. Just send me another message. Okay, just send me another message. All right, guys. So I will end here. Those on YouTube, you will see the live will be off. I'll come back. I'll come back in some few minutes, maybe 10 minutes time. Okay, 10 minutes time. And we will look at Job Bank. Job Bank, the rules and regulations, what Job Bank is saying for your CV. Okay. So this one that we did is generally for Canada. You can use it the same for US and UK. Okay, US and UK. Generally for Canada. But those who want to go on Job Bank, what is the Job Bank saying? Okay, so they have some things, additions and subtractions with pertaining to whatever I taught here. Okay, so just come and listen to that in our second session. Bye bye. Those on YouTube. Bye bye.